The proud King Henry VIII of England would divorce his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, mother of his only daughter, a girl named Mary, for he had fallen in love with a younger girl named Anne Boleyn. After his chief advisor, Cardinal Wolsey, would fail in convincing the Pope to approve of his divorce, he simply had Parliament decree it so. Wolsey was fired and stripped of his titles and rank, and left destitute on the streets. Henry took over all functions of the head of the church in England. He married Anne, but she failed to give him what he wanted the most, a son and heir. But he got a second daughter, a girl named Elizabeth. He would execute Anne later and married another lady named Jane Seymour, who did give him a son, a boy named Edward. But sadly she died days after. After King Henry VIII dies, Edward VI takes over for a few years before the throne goes to his half-sister Mary, also known as Bloody Mary, for she was a Catholic and would persecute the rising Protestants in her father's lands. Hundreds would die, but she too would follow her brother and die soon after, leaving her half-sister Elizabeth as queen. She would quickly restore the Protestant flag that was started by her father and cemented it as the state religion across the churches of England. But a Catholic with a claim to England still lived, Mary, Queen of Scots, and many Catholics across the realms would look to her and not Elizabeth as their true queen. Mary, Queen of Scots, was the granddaughter of Henry VIII's sister, Margaret, and her husband, King James IV of Scotland. Her father being King James V. She was sent to France as a young girl to be educated. There, she would be engaged to the heir of the French, a boy named Francis. They married, he became king, then he died, all before she was 18 years old. Mary would soon then return to her homeland of Scotland after many years, but she returned as an outsider to a divided Catholic and Protestant kingdom. She would marry her cousin, a man named Henry Stuart. Their marriage was toxic to say the least, but he did give her what she wanted, a son and heir, a boy named James. So soon after, he was found dead after his house exploded, where he was staying at while being sick. The main suspect was soon married to Mary, and suspicions would grow of her killing her late husband. The trust of the Scots nobility was shaken, and Mary was forced to abdicate the throne in favor of her infant son, James VI. He was soon taken away from her, still as a child, and was raised to be a proud Protestant. But she would try to escape and retake the throne soon after, but failed. She then fled to England, where she would be kept as a prisoner by her cousin Elizabeth for 19 years. Elizabeth, the Queen of England, would never marry or have children. Her life was always in danger due to the fact of Mary being alive. The Catholics in England, France, Spain, and Scotland saw Mary as the true queen, and after several assassination attempts, Elizabeth's hand was forced and Mary had to be executed. The Catholics lost for now, and when Elizabeth died, Mary's son, James, who never really met his mother, was crowned both as King James VI of Scotland and King James I of England, or simply King James of Great Britain. His mother, Queen Mary, and Queen Elizabeth would be buried in the same tomb together, waiting for Judgment Day and resurrection, so that they may both find peace in the afterlife. Thank you for listening and watching. Now please enjoy a funny clip, and have a great day.
Now come the days of the king.